Hello, friends. The name of this story is Knowledge is Power. Do you really think so? Well, let me explain to you. Let me tell you a story from once again Ramakrishna Paramahansa's collection. In this story, there were two friends. They needed to go to the next village, and for that, they had to cross through a dense jungle. So they started in the morning, but they had to walk so much. So by the time it was evening, they were still in the jungle and they had not crossed the jungle, which they wanted to do initially before it would become dark. But they had no choice. So while they were crossing, since it was evening, one of them, who was a great devotee of Goddess Kali, he had a habit of doing his evening puja every day before sundown. And for that, he used to carry all that was required in a bag of his. So he told his friend that, see, we will have to stop for, at least 15 minutes. I need to do my evening worship, my puja as we call it. He said, no issues. I know you do it. It's a different story that I don't do anything like this very seriously once in a while maybe. But generally, I'm not into all this. But I know it is required. You please go ahead. So this person, who was the devotee, he just set all his puja things under a tree and he started worshipping. He had his eyes closed and he was in a trance, praying to Goddess Kali. At that moment, his friends saw that a tiger was coming towards them stealthily. And before he had a chance to say anything, he got so scared that he quickly climbed up a tree. By this time, the tiger came and pounced on this man and killed him, and just went back to the jungle. The friend was so sad to see this. He couldn't believe what had happened. He came down the tree. He was crying. And there was nothing he could do for his friend. He was so upset and a bit angry also at goddesses, whatever had happened, in spite of him praying so much to Goddess Kali every day. But then the friend thought, the least I can do for my friend is that complete this puja, complete the rituals which he could not do because of these kind of unusual circumstances that happened. So, he sat down and he started doing whatever he knew. He knew how to do it. So he completed the ritual. And then when he opened his eyes, to his surprise, he found that Goddess Kali was standing in front of him. He lay down at her feet and he said, Mother, what is this? I have never done anything so seriously all my life. I have never prayed the way he did. And I prayed to you just once. I completed what he had started. And you came in front of me. We call it darshan. You gave me darshan. And this man, he was such a devout devotee of yours. Not a day passed without him praying to you with all his heart. And he gets killed by a tiger? You didn't protect him? Goddess Kali replied, Son, we all get the result of so many births, past deeds that we have done. We call it karma. His karma of so many past lives and past karma which he had accumulated made him get this result. Whereas you, in your past life, you had accumulated so many good karmas to yourself. You had learned so many things. You had done so many good things that today, the moment you completed whatever little was remaining, you got the result immediately. And that is the way this universe works. Friends, the story ends here. You and I may not believe in all this, past life, past karma, past deeds. We may or may not believe. Who has seen all this? So we may not believe. It's up to us. But then, how does this story make any sense to us? What does it try to tell us? What it tries to tell me is, knowledge once acquired, it keeps on getting accumulated. It can never be wiped off. So from our childhood, we have seen that our parents try to enroll us for different kinds of skill sets, for music, for sports, for studies, God knows what all. And they make a big effort to make sure that we learn so many kinds of things. And as children, and even when we keep on growing up, we wonder, why have I learned all this? How is this going to help me any day? I'm never going to use what I learned in my childhood, all these things. But you know what? You must have observed wherever you're working, that those people who are multidimensional, who have got skill sets in various areas and not just the area in which they have taken education and not just in their professional line, but they have interest as well as skills of so many other things which they were lucky enough to get the exposure because their parents took so much effort. They themselves put in so much and learned so many things. These people who are multidimensional, whenever a particular skill is required, it all comes back. It may be a bit rusted, but the moment they try, they remember what they had learned as they were growing up. And these are the people who get promoted faster, who command a lot of respect amongst their colleagues. They are the ones who are very popular. People like them. Whereas those who are unidimensional and they are so good only in the work which they are doing, they are the ones who are treated as people whom everybody comes and tells that this work is there, you please do this. This work is remaining, you please complete this. And they are treated only for that. Yes, they may get appreciated that yes, his work is very good, but that's where it ends. So you see, knowledge is power. Whatever we learn from the beginning of our life, in every area of our life, never goes waste. Think over it. And it's never too late. Even today, if you decide that, okay, this is something I'm interested in, why don't I try to pick up this skill? Why don't I learn something new every year? And you will find that life will become much, much more interesting. You will meet better friends, you will have different groups, and you will have so many things to talk about that people would like to have you in their group. This is what this story says to me. I do not know whether it says anything to you. It should. And how will you realize that it is saying something to you? For that, you need to listen, interpret, adapt what you feel makes sense, and help yourself to grow. So, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. A little about the Institute. The name of my institute is Mrs. Surabhi Banerjee's Spoken English Classes, established in the year 1980. This is an institute where we help people to enhance their communication skills. We teach them to think, to express themselves the way they want, and understand the meaning of complete communication skill in English. So, we have classes online as well as offline. The name of our basic program is Enhance Your English. And our client list comprises of entrepreneurs, professionals, students aspiring to grow, to crack interviews and really grow in life, homemakers, and people from different walks of life. So if you wish to enhance your effective communication skills in English, please feel free to enroll. The contact number is given below. Thank you.